Welcome along, guys. Well, today we were at K-Tech Suspension getting one extremely filthy Superduke set up for a fat bugger. K-Tech Suspension, these guys are the business. So I'm hoping to have this bike set up for my weight, being a slightly larger than average rider, fat bugger. I think it'd be really beneficial to maybe have the sag all set up on this bike. If I'm too heavy, we'll go through all the setup, how to set a bike up, but if I'm too heavy, we can respring it. They're also going to have a look at the forks to see if they can do a Revalve kit for the forks. So it's going to be nice to have a bike which is fully set up for my weight, and there's no better place to do this than K-Tech. It's absolutely filthy, I'm afraid. It's a trailer. Yesterday it was immaculate.
Was it?
How you doing, John? Yeah, good to meet you. Hi, James. Plan is to do a bit of a video and stuff and something for performance bikes. So if I've got a camera in your face, I do apologise. So what's the plan then? How do you guys normally tackle something like this?
First things first, you're just getting it up in the air. Always finding out what we're dealing with, and then we'll get the forks out. I'll do those, and then James will tackle the shock.
Not getting a new shock. Is that a shock you got there to maybe try on it? Is it?
No, that's just flat on
is it? I was getting excited then. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then what have you been doing for that one then? Just oh, are you? What, doing like aftermarket?
2,400 miles. That
2,400.
Because they're doing. They've changed the classic endurance rules now.
So you can
use these instead of them horrible XR69.
So is this a development bike? This isn't going to be raced obviously with that mileage?
No, this is just a guy who we know.
Right.
And we just wanted to basically take the standard bike.
Yeah. The shop
will fit the standard bike.
See what you could do with it. So whose is this? Is this anybody's or is this?
CF Motorsport. So
okay.
That one might be Kyle Rides.
What is it? Is it an R1?
It's an R1.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest, if this is just a customer bike or if he's going to turn this one into a super bike.
Right.
But we're looking at doing a linkage for him.
Okay.
To make it flat, so similar to the ones that they use for the super bikes at the minute, but probably.
What do you mean flat? Well, just
the way that it progresses. So instead of ramping up, it's flat.
Okay. Well, so that'd be a different shock with it then, or the shock linkages? Is that what you mean?
It'll use our shock, which we already do from the racing the BSD, but then it's just a linkage.
Oh right, so you've got all models ready.
Basically, just to see if it physically fit. We've done all the working out, for the ratio and to make it flat.
I suppose the old 3D printing is just ideal, isn't it?
Yeah,
for quickly prototyping something like that.
Stick it in, because you can have it cut out of metal and it push it down. This one doesn't actually fit in the frame.
So that would have been a way, that would have been skip job.
Exactly.
Oh,
so we've been having a bit of messing about.
Is it still?
Yeah, it's coming there, it is coming. We take off that link part there.
Oh, there. I'm going to hold that out of the way a minute. Bloody hell. Oh, it's time for a bath. A shower.
Yeah.
So have you done one of these before, the Superduke? Have you done a part yet, or is this the first one?
Probably service and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, cool.
Pretty much the same shop as an RC8 really.
Yes.
It's basically the same unit.
That doesn't look too bad, that fluid, does it? Or was it? You've seen worse, I suppose.
Yeah, it's fine.
So what we got on here then? That's... I don't know. Talk me through. Talk me through.
That's your piston and shims there, basically.
Okay. So what can you actually change in these then? I know you do like the valve kits and stuff. That just changes the amount.
When people say valve kits, they're just using a wide term there.
Are they?
It's just a sort of a bit of crap that people say to me. When they say I've got a valve kit for them, you don't.
Right.
Especially with a shock, is basically you can really change the actual physical shim setting as such, really.
Right.
To make it act differently, you don't have a valve kit for them.
So you can tune that by removing shims and
change
so
them, basically.
Right. Okay. All sorts of different sizes, aren't they?
Yeah.
And would that be, why would you change it? Just because it's different weight rider, if you're just tracking out, I suppose, what you're doing with the bike?
Exactly. Damping is, what the bike's being used for. Spring is for a weight.
Yeah.
So that's where people say, oh, well, valve for my weight. You don't have a valve.
This is sprung for your weight.
That's what the spring carries weight. A valving does like the attribute of what it's being used for as such, really.
Do you always having to go through those to?
It doesn't go through, and they restrict how easy it is for the oil to go through the piston as such.
Right, so that's the idea of them.
That's it, yeah.
Right, have a look.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of biohazard thing, isn't it?
It's just, it's all safe, it's all water based.
Oh, is it really? So there's no chemicals or anything?
No chemicals, it's just the
high pressure.
Yeah, that's it, it's just high pressure and temperature.
Just job done. Because suspension's always been like a bit of a black art, isn't it? To a lot of people don't. And I mean, the guys at Dynajet were like, I don't understand suspension. Well, you know, we work with numbers, and you know, it's all sort of feel and.
Yeah, there is a lot of feel, but the biggest thing is just experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the thing which you can only learn it. Really.
Yeah.
You can't give someone the experience on what works.
No. So why didn't just measuring and making a note of what was in there, sort of thing?
Yeah, probably do a revalve on the shock as well.
So when you say revalve, what does that entail then? Is that changing these?
That's where we
change the
shims.
So I guess fork's different again, is it? Or is it the same basic principle, really?
Same principles, really. All you're ever doing with suspension is controlling oil.
Yeah.
That's all you're ever doing with it.
So how do you know what to change them to, though?
Again, it's just experience, just through.
What are you looking for? Sort of looking at the size of me and my weight and thinking about.
It's just knowing what's worked before and what hasn't.
Okay.
And what, yeah, as a general rule of thumb, again, they always tend to come with just, especially on the rebound side of things, a hell of a lot of rebound in them.
Right.
So basically, when the bike's going over any undulations, the wheel can't drop; it just hovers and skips across
Okay.
rather than following the road at all.
Drawer full of shims. They all shims a whole lot then, aren't they? Different.
Yeah.
Not much going on in there.
Really?
If that's intentional or not. But that one's got a hell of a lot of rebound in it.
Because some these are like one's rebound. These one fork's for something, the other one's for preload. Well, not preload.
Compression and rebound.
Compression and rebound. That's the word I'm looking for.
There's not a lot of anything going on.
Not a lot of anything going on with either of them. Yeah, the front end did feel a bit.
Look at that neck. But then the other one.
Please tell me that's the compression leg.
Well, it's the left hand leg, and then the rebound leg's got loads on it.
It's got way too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Shock's the same. Shock's got loads of rebound in it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What are these then?
Yeah, they look like they're for BMWs. I think they're for.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the BMWs. BMW top caps.
It's reassembled time. So is it biggest to smallest, or is there any?
It's whatever order they go in. It's not always biggest to smallest. You sometimes have different stacks, different ways of working.
But they're not just chucked in any old order though. There is some science behind the.
Yeah, there is a specific order they have to be in, otherwise your damping doesn't work as it should do.
And that's just the oil flow through those set of shims, basically.
Yeah,
and
it basically just restricts what can flow through the piston.
And what about the sort of oil weight? I guess there's an adjustment you can have on oil weight, is there? Or do you just tend to do the adjustment with the shims and keep the oil the same, really?
Yeah, shocks is always 2.5 weight. And then any fork that we revalve or has a kit in always has 5 weight in.
Right.
Because generally the thinner the oil you have, the less it loses its viscosity.
Like the air gap, is it, you're measuring? I sound like I know what I'm talking about there. So that's now all the air completely sucked out of that.
Yes. Yeah. Michael speaking. Yeah, we've got that booked in. Okay, then, mate. Thanks.
And you've got your little readout. What does it normally take then?
10 bar is what they are.
10 bar, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much standard right the way across the board.
That's it, re-gassed. Bloody nightmare trying to fit the rear shock back in. It ain't having it. It's so tight on the frame mount and on the swinging arm mount. It's not slotting in. Absolutely ridiculous. Is it doing up?
Yeah, a lot of top one in.
We're 50% there then.
Yeah.
It's just so tight, isn't it? That fitting. Do that as you're lifting it.
So it does want to be across to that side.
But it could be another step this side as well.
I feel like.
And after a bit of gentle persuasion and several hammers later, we've got it in. So the forks are easier.
Yeah.
Fork magic. Bloody job. So what are they then?
They're just the base valves.
So what's that little spring called? I remember that. That's the return spring or something, isn't it? What's it called?
That one is top out spring.
Top out spring, that was it. And that's all the shims again. So on some forks, obviously you've got the preload adjusters on top you can move, but these don't. So so how can you adjust preload on these? You just have to get it right with the spring weight, do
Yeah,
you,
you can just add more. You can put in more built-in preload.
What, by just changing the shims?
Yeah, you add some spaces in there or something like that. But generally, because they have so much travel, it's not too big an issue. Really.
No. Time to measure and record.
That's it.
Rear shock loveliness. Okay, so when you adjust it, it just reduces the spring pressure on those needles, does it? Basically?
Yeah, just pushes that needle into a hole. Basically, just plugs a hole. Is all an adjuster does, really.
I want one of these in the garage at home. That'd be brilliant, isn't it? Tea, a milk, 2 sugars, please. Thanks very much. So you said a standard sort of weight oil you tend to use in forks, is it, or is it?
5 weight is what we always use in anything that we've
Yeah.
either revalved or has got some sort of kit in ours.
So how do you bleed in them? Is that the pumping it through? Is it almost?
Yeah, again, same as bleeding up anything. You just have to work it through its working range, like bleeding a brake.
Oh, is this for the air gap? Sucks out up to the air gap point,
That's
is it?
Yeah.
And what about air gaps? Is that something manufacturer set or?
I'm going a little bit lower than what standard come out of it was, just because you could see from the birth on it just wasn't getting it full travel.
Oh really? What, just on the right?
Yeah, you can see on the legs where the dirt's being pushed to.
Right.
So you're not really getting full stroke out of it.
Oh, okay. That's it, that one done, is it?
Yep, that's it.
So don't we stick that one back in? Is that one ready to go? Just want a sticker on it.
Sticker! Yeah, it's amazing though, that actually recovers now.
It worked.
Yeah.
Was it not before? Was it just?
It was just dead. It was
Just
Was it?
hold down, you didn't
Yeah.
pump and just stay down.
But did it have all the right amount of oil? You can't tell it had the right amount of oil in, but it had oil in and stuff. It just.
Yeah,
You think it's just?
you all have nothing to do. It's just the setting it there.
I think that's if they were even knew they'd have been like that.
Yeah, it's just how they are.
How they set them up.
So if you're testing on nice smooth Austrian roads up in the mountains, it's not.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's not real tested.
Not our potholed monstrosities we have. With these standard forks having no bloody preload, you can't even set them up for sag or anything, can you?
Shame, yeah. It doesn't really cost a lot.
No, it always seems a massive oversight on these. They don't have any preload adjustment on them. I mean, it's not like it's a budget bike. You know, if it's a budget bike,
Exactly.
you could understand it, couldn't you? Oh, made a clean spot now. So how much does it normally cost for a suspension sort of overhaul like this then and a revalve?
So if it was just for a normal service on a set of forks, so,
Yeah.
you know, just checking all the shims over like you've seen Michael doing in there,
Yeah.
without actually changing those, the price of that with the seals and everything is normally about 155
Okay.
total.
Yeah.
And then
It's not too bad.
if
Is
you were
it?
going to have it revalved, it's normally like an additional £30
Is it?
on top
Yeah.
of that, yeah. Not horrendous really when you think.
Well, it's time taken to do it as well.
Yeah, I mean normally we don't take full bikes in.
No, of course not.
Normally we ask people to post the stuff
post it in,
so obviously
yeah.
that takes a long time.
Yeah. So is there any knack to putting forks in? 'Cause everyone says, oh, you've got to bounce up and down and get them adjusted right. You just
If I put them in, and if the wheel's free, before I do all the pinch bolts.
yeah. What's the order with the pinch bolt? So you get you put the wheel in.
Put the wheel in.
Do you put the spindle in? Tighten the spindle
Lift the
first.
spindle up, I do.
Yeah.
Get your calipers on, spin the wheel, press the brake so that everything gets centred.
Yeah.
And do up the pinch bolts after.
So the
Most of you nowadays.
So the last job will be pinch bolts, both sides. You don't do one side.
Well, with this one, I didn't need to tighten it up. You know, it pulled itself in. Sometimes
okay.
it will just spin free.
Oh, I see.
You know, but nowadays they make them a lot more accurate, and
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't think you need to mess about
with
too
all
much. People really do
Yeah.
mess about with them, but
So is it static sag first? Then, is it?
Yeah.
I've done a bit of this myself.
yeah.
Well, ages ago. So what's the static measurement on sag you're looking for then?
About 25 to 30 on the front.
You take the weight off it and measure it.
there.
How much feels in it roughly?
It's about 3/4, quite a lot.
Pretty good.
Take the weight off.
16 now there.
Is it? Just put a tiny bit on it.
Okay, you ready, mate? 11 now.
Yeah. Go with that, I reckon.
Yeah.
So,
Go with that, mate. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
lovely.
get on, should be
Yeah,
improving. The front
Yeah.
will be a
yeah.
big thing. It actually moves.
It feels like a set of forks should do now. It's bonus.
Brilliant stuff. Woohoo! Can't wait to try it out.
Back the preload off the spring.
Yeah, right.
Actually drop the clip out and I'll be able to compress the shock then and I'll be able to. But I mean.